first world problems. Traffic's over. Let's get started. Stop right there. Guys, stop right there and comment below and let me know which side do you think is the drugstore and the high-end. Which one? Drugstore, high-end, drugstore. Which one? Let me know. So now, let's go. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yasmin and today this is the first installment into drugstore versus high-end. I'm so excited to finally do this video because I love it. This is putting all of your makeup to the test and I love it so much. Oops guys, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Click on those notifications so you never miss another video from I Am Yasmin. And yeah, I love you so much guys. Have a great weekend. So guys, I had a thought about primers and I thought because this is a spring makeup look and I normally do not use primers, I'm not going to be using it. But if you guys want really good dupes for primers, I'm going to just link it below. But just on top of my head, I would say the Makeup Forever Hydrating Primer is my go-to. Also, the L'Or Primer from Guerlain is a really good one. And if you're looking for a drugstore portion, Maybelline makes an amazing primer. So now that I am skipping primer and I'm moving on to highlighter, I immediately thought of using my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. This is in shade number Topaz and I love this because it's amazing. It's literally like liquid gold. You put it all over your body and you're literally looking like J-Lo. It's gorgeous and I thought, what can beat this? What is a great dupe for Topaz? And I thought immediately of this. This is the Face Shop Gold Highlighter. Do not be discouraged by the shape of the bottle. This packs quite a punch. So guys, now I have applied the Shimmering Skin Perfector in Topaz on the left side of my face, and on the right side of my face I have the gold highlighter from the Face Shop so you guys can see the difference. So on top of my head, as I'm looking myself in the viewfinder, what I can say is that this is a lot more impact than I thought, but I'm just gonna blend it with my fingers here and I'm gonna see how it blends out. The Topaz on the left side is just, oh, it just sinks into your skin. You don't even need to warm it up with your hands. It immediately just works amazingly. Sinks into your skin. It becomes almost like you're glowing from within. So in terms of the liquid highlighters, I would have to say that my Becca takes that crown. So now that I'm done blending out the highlighters, I'm gonna go straight into foundation. And for foundations, you guys know that for these past few months, I've been totally in love with my Wells People foundation stick. This is the Narcissist foundation stick in number 7. So I'm gonna be just taking the foundation as is, and I'm just gonna be applying it to the left side of my face. And what's going to be fighting against this is the classic BB cream. This is the Body Shop all-in-one BB cream. I've had this for a couple of summers now. I love it so much, and it's something that's really amazing. The technology is gorgeous because it actually color matches your skin. So as you can see guys, when it comes to the Body Shop, immediately when it goes into your skin, it immediately just turns into the right color for your skin. And for me, it's this gorgeous shade of just brown, which immediately matches my skin. So I'm going to be taking my beauty blender here and I'm just going to be blending them out. So I'm just going to be adding a little bit on the beauty blender and then I'm just going to be blending it out. So now the hard part is to see whether the two shades are matching. So this looks a little bit done now. So now let me tell you guys about the two sides. So the BB cream from the Body Shop is on the right side, and I find that it actually has the same finish as the Wells People foundation stick. I just feel like this side is a little bit more sticky than the other side. Like when I touch it, it seems a little bit more sticky. This seems so satin. It's actually a little bit more glowy. So I would say I would still go with the Wells People foundation stick. But for an everyday regular BB cream, there's nothing really wrong. It gave me the right color match, so that's great. If you guys are dark skin, you know that's so hard to find. In the end, it's up to you guys. So which one do you guys go with? Do you go with the Wells People or do you go with the BB cream from the Body Shop? Let me know in the comment sections below. Guys, for bronzer, blush, I have this Ultimate palette, which is a drugstore favorite. It's e.l.f. Cosmetics, their blush palette, and they have these gorgeous colors as you can see here. And I'm going to be going with this color for my bronzer. So I'm going to be just basically carving out my cheekbones with this. And then next, I'm going to be going with my contour brush with my ultimate favorite. You guys know it. Say it out loud. Yes, Guerlain. absolute favorite. So I'm going to be just using it on the high-end side just to act as a bronzer. I like to add a little bit of bronzer just under my chin so that I can just, you know, cut the pans. Now let's judge. So in terms of bronzer, so for the Guerlain, which was my classic, I love this. You guys have definitely seen how much I love this. I love it, love it, love it. I have to say that this color, although it was really, really great when I applied it, it sort of went a little bit red. So the bronzer was not more of a golden bronze, it was more of a red bronze, which is no problem if you're doing it for a blush. But if you're doing it for bronzer, I would definitely not recommend this. So for the blush, I'm going to be going for this color here. It's sort of a magenta pink, which I love for spring. So I'm just going to be putting it just here on the cheekbones. Elf. You'll have some sick blushes. This is super strong. And then for the high-end side, I'm going to be using this palette here. The palette, it is the Narcissist palette, Unfiltered #1, and I'm going to be picking the same color. So it's going to be this gorgeous color here. The number is Me First. And I'm just going to be slowly going into that brush with the pan because Nars brushes are notoriously super pigmented. Just giving myself a little bit of smile, and I'm praying that these blushes match. Now let's compare the blushes. So the left side had this gorgeous purple color, and on the left side it was again this gorgeous purple color, but it's from e.l.f. and this is Nars. So let me know, guys, which one do you prefer? For me, I would have to definitely go with e.l.f. Immediately when I put that pigment on my face, it was exactly what I was looking for. So I would say e.l.f. for the win. I'm gonna go and cake my face so that we can move on to the eyeshadows. So for my two powders, let's see what I have on hand. Yasmin, get information. Yes, this side. So for powder, I have two. So I have the Mercier translucent powder, which is gonna be on the high-end side. And then I also have the RMS translucent powder, which is the Un Powder, and this is going to be on the drugstore side. So I'm going to be applying them with the two different beauty blenders. So guys, I'm just going to let that powder bake on my face. So now let's move on to eyes, and I'm going to be starting off with eyeshadow primers because I'm going to be testing the quality of the eyeshadows. I want to make sure that they last all day on my face. And for this, I'm going to be using, for the drugstore side, this is the Zoeva, and on this side, the classic Urban Decay Primer Potion. Urban Decay is my jam, guys, so I have lots of hope that the Zoeva can surpass it because it's really nice to find a dupe sometimes that really works really well. So I'm going to be putting it just here on my lid area, just enough, and I'm going to be using just my middle finger here and just basically applying it all over the lid. So guys, let's talk about the eyeshadow primers now that they're on my lid. I just have to say that I really like the consistency of the Urban Decay Primer Potion. It's just on my left side here, and as you can see, it just blended out perfectly fine. It did not leave any residue, but the Zoeva one really did not agree with my skin. In terms of eye primers, I have to say Urban Decay for the win! And now let's get into the battle of the eyeshadow palettes. And today I'm going to be using my Modern Renaissance palette against the Colorpop palette. So guys, just look at the colors. Aren't they such an amazing dupe? Just wait. So here are the colors. Oh my gosh, are you guys super excited? Why do I keep doing this? It's like it's on the bloody side, Yasmin. Okay. So guys, here are the eyeshadows. Oh my gosh, they look so similar. It's making me actually cry when you look at these gorgeous colors, but let's test them out. So I'm going to be using the same color in this palette on this palette just so everything remains fair. So I'm going to be starting off with the drugstore side, and I'm going to be using just a flat top brush. This is the MAC 239 brush, and guys, do not kill me, but I don't have any drugstore brushes that are currently clean, so sorry about that, guys. I will endeavor to do better in life. I'm going to be using this color here, which is sort of, I would say, a desert orange color, and I'm just going to be creating a crease on top of my eye region here. I'm just going to be using this brush here, the Pro Blending brush, and I'm just going to be going in wind sweep motions just so I can really build that orange color just in the crease area. Gorgeous. I'm loving that. So now I'm going to be moving on to the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to be going with this color here, which is Real Gar, which is exactly the same dupe as the color in the Colorpop palette. So I have no trouble that they're going to be looking super good together. So I'm just going to be using that. Oh wow. So the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, the colors are, they're, honestly, I did not see any fallout. This is super amazing. So number one, there's no fallout, and they are also super blendable. And the colors are, I would say, this is sort of a muted orange, whereas this is like, woo, it's like bright. Okay, so now I'm gonna be moving on to the second shade. So it's the first color here, and I'm just gonna be building it on. So let's see how this looks. Ooh, 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 ooh. Loving it already. Already it's a 5. Oh, going up to a 7. Oh my gosh. I think it's at a 10, guys. This is amazing. Loving it. Okay, that's a win for me. So now I'm going to be going back into the Modern Renaissance palette. I'm going to be mixing 2 colors. So I'm going to be mixing these 2 colors here. The first one is Vermeer and the other one is Primavera. So I'm going to be just taking it on my brush here. And I'm just going to be mixing them, and I'm going to be applying them so I can get that, you know, golden pink effect. This is the Colorpop one. Let's see how they look. So for the Colorpop one, just on top of my head, I have to say that the Colorpop one I really had to build, even though it had really nice coverage. I just wanted to build more just to give it that effect. But for the Modern Renaissance palette, I do not need to basically add more layers. This is just amazingly gorgeous. So guys, I'm finished with most of the colors of the Colorpop palette. It is an amazing palette, but I have to say there's a little bit of con. So the first con that I found is they don't have a really dark brown or black for someone who's of a dark skin tone. So I would need another palette just to finish the eye look off, which is why I would have to say that I really prefer the Modern Renaissance palette to this palette, the Colorpop palette. Although this is amazing, it's really great. Just I just have to let you guys know that you need another palette just to finish your eye look off. So I'm going to be focusing on this palette here, and I'm going to be taking this gorgeous color here. This is Cypress Umber, gorgeous dark brown, and I'm going to be finishing that look off by just darkening up my lash line here and sort of just adding a little bit of drama just so that this look can just finish off. So I'm doing it on both sides here this time, just so I can finish the look off, because I feel like it's sort of undone. So now let's move on to mascaras, and for mascara I have 2 that are dueling. So on the Drugstore side, I have Telescopic Waterproof Mascara. In my opinion, L'Oreal makes the best mascaras on the market, and Telescopic is an amazing formula. And also for the high-end side, and another amazing formula that you guys know and will love is their Real mascara from Becca. So guys, in terms of mascaras, I have to say that definitely they both provided almost the same amount of results. So that the Real mascara really lifted my lashes, it curled, it lengthened, and so did the Drugstore. So I have to say, in this case, it really kills me to say this because both mascaras are equally amazing. Go with L'Oreal, so it's L'Oreal for the win. So I'm going to be testing out 2 highlighters today. The first one is Colorpop, and it is their Super Shock Cheek in the color Wisp, the Jouer in Topaz. So hopefully this is quite similar to my Becca one. And what can you do, guys? It's a dupe. It's an exact dupe. I'm super excited. So now I'm going to be applying it to my face, and I'm going to be using my finger here. So let's start off with the high-end side, which is my left side, and I'm going to be using basically the Jouer one. And I'm just going to be applying it just with my finger here. Oh my gosh, it's like amazing. I love it. So that looks a bit strong, but guys, don't worry because I'm going to be blending it out. Now let's move on to my Colorpop one. I'm going to be using another finger here, basically gathering up that, and I'm going to be applying it. So guys, when it comes to highlighter, I honestly have to say it was easy peasy. As soon as I applied the Jouer highlighter, I knew this was going to be my next best friend. The Colorpop one, I would have to say, as soon as I applied it to my face, I noticed that it streaked. I did not like the pigment. I did not like the way the highlighter sort of applied on the face with the fingers. I even tried applying with the Beauty Blender and it was the same thing. It was sort of chalky, it was uneven, and when it came in terms of blending, it blended easy, but it sort of just blended away, whereas the Jouer one really kept its shine. So in terms of the highlighter, I would have to say, although the Colorpop is an amazing dupe for the Jouer Topaz, I still have to say the Jouer Topaz just took it over the edge. So Topaz for the win. So guys, in terms of lips for the high end, on this side I have my Nars. This is the Velvet Lip Gloss in Bound, so I'm really excited. And on the other hand, I have this. This is the Colorpop. This is the lip gloss in Barcelona. So I'm gonna see if they match. They sort of do on the tube, but I'm gonna see. I have to say that although the Nars is really quite similar to the Colorpop, there's no really difference in the texture. I haven't been wearing them for a long time, but they're both for the win. Let's just put them both for the win. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I have to say, actually, I'm really loving how this side is looking. Obviously, this side is a little bit better quality, so it's gonna last you more than 8 hours. But on the other hand, I really love this side, guys. I'm loving the eyeshadows. Those Colorpop eyeshadows were great. I just wish that they had a black or a dark brown just to help us sisters with the blending and, you know, finishing up the makeup look. But let me know what you guys thought about this video in the comment sections below. I love you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for 3 videos a week, guys. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Have a great weekend. Bye!